Hi, I'm Lucas Steinman. I'm one half of Max Inferno, and we're making A Little to the Left.
Lucas, talk about what this game is all about. I see a cat causing chaos.
Yes. So A Little to the Left is a cozy puzzle game where you organize household objects into particular arrangements while keeping an eye out for a mischievous cat that kind of lurks on the periphery and ends up shaking things up a bit.
So is this based on real life experience, personal experience?
Absolutely, yes. We tend to be collectors. We're kind of particular about the way we like things to be in our home, and our cat has a completely different idea of how things should be. Usually when we wake up in the morning, things are not as we left them. And that's the main inspiration. Yeah.
I have to close my office door. I have two cats, and one of them is adamant about breaking every single statue I have in my office.
Yeah, our cat, for some reason, hates shells. So if we have a shell, he's just going to go nuts, and you can see it bothers him. I don't know where that came from.
So talk about the game. This is kind of like, it's like a puzzle game, but you're also kind of like dealing with the cat as well. Like the cat's like the chaos factor.
Exactly, yeah. So we absolutely think of the cat as chaos. In the puzzles, usually you're presented with kind of a handful of objects, and there are kind of hidden properties in those objects that you need to reveal how they relate together to kind of create order. But the cat very much is the opposite of that. The cat kind of represents, let's say, life, that you can't control it, and it just kind of has its own way of imposing itself. And our cat Rookie has his own design.
Talk about this gameplay. You're moving things with the controller. Was that hard to do? Because to me, this seems like it would feel right on par with like a tablet or even Nintendo Switch with the touchscreen. But you can use a controller. Was that difficult to implement?
The controller actually came together pretty easily, better than we expected. So the game is very tactile, so it's very at home on touch devices. That's great for mobile and Nintendo Switch. But with the controller, that can be tricky with cursor-based games. However, we were able to implement kind of quick select options with using the right joystick. You can quickly select objects in that direction. You can use the bumpers to be able to iterate through objects. You can pick them up and drag them around, so that actually really helps with that kind of issue that you have with cursors where you're trying to get it into a very precise location and you're overshooting it, but this snaps you right to it.
I have a tremendous amount of respect for puzzle developers because this is a puzzle game in a sense, and making those is extremely difficult. Can you talk about the process of making these challenges and making solutions that are challenging, but not too challenging, but also not too easy?
Yes, so that's a tricky balance to get. This is our first game, so this is our first time really diving into puzzles. And we found that iteration is the best way to do this. So we have a concept, we prototype it out really quickly, and then from there we play test it, we go back and forth, we hone the mechanics of it, and we just try to see what feedback works, and we go from there, but it's a lot of back and forth.
When does your game come out? What platforms are you aiming for at launch?
Yeah, it's coming out for PC, Mac, and Nintendo Switch, and then soon after for iOS and Android before the end of the year.
Any plans for Xbox or PlayStation at this time?
We would love to. We don't have anything slated at this moment, but we're definitely keeping open, and we just want to make sure it's a good fit.
Where can people go to support your game and find out more information about it?
Yeah, so come find us on Steam, and that's where you'll be able to learn about the game. You can see our trailer there, and you can wishlist it, and that's the great way to know about when it's coming out and what we're up to.